Hey everyone, this is 77. Here we are, finally. Need for Speed 2019 has finally been revealed and is officially called Need for Speed Heat. I'm very late on this upload, so I imagine you've probably already seen the trailer multiple times and have watched trailer videos by other much larger channels. So what I'm going to do is I'm mostly going to be discussing what I think about everything that's happened in the past 44 hours. Before I talk about the trailer, Need for Speed community manager Ben Walk has confirmed that Need for Speed Heat will not have any loot boxes or quote-unquote surprise mechanics. Then when he was asked about microtransactions, he responded by saying that they, quote, plan to have post-launch paid DLC in the form of car packs, and that they'll be introducing a time-safe pack which apparently shows all collectibles on the map. That's it. First of all, kudos to Ben for actually responding to those questions. Like, I did not expect him to confirm all this right after the game's reveal. But anyway, it's great to see that loot boxes or any form of surprise mechanics aren't going to be present in Heat. My biggest issue with Payback was the RNG based performance upgrade system. In fact, my very first video on this channel was in relation to that aspect of the game. It's also a relief that based on these comments, there won't be any form of premium currency in the game. Overall, monetization wise, I'm very happy with the direction they're going. My only question is whether or not Origin Access Premier members will be getting the DLC as part of the membership, or if they too need to pay for it. But I guess we'll find out closer to the first DLC's release. Anyway, let's talk about this trailer, and overall, I enjoyed it a lot. I was sort of expecting a very short teaser trailer, but no, this is a full-on trailer, and we got to see a lot as a result of it. A big focus in the trailer was in describing how day and night works in the game. During the day, the police, while present, aren't much of a threat to the player. If the player wants to make money, they can take part in legal races on closed tracks through the Speed Hunters Showdown. At night is when you put your rep on the line as you take part in street racing events. It's also during this time that the police are at their strictest. I love everything about this. Seriously, I've been wanting to see something like this in a Need for Speed game forever. I even went as far as to make a concept video about it. But there's one big change. There's no actual day-night cycle. In this game, you set the time of day yourself when you leave the garage. At first I thought it was kind of silly, but after thinking about it, one of the complaints that people had about Payback was that nighttime in that game didn't look as good as the nighttime in Need for Speed 2015. So I imagine by not having a day-night cycle, it gave Ghost more control over how they can control the lighting and whatnot. And judging by this in-game screenshot that this Reddit user found, it seems to me that was indeed the reason why. Okay, first of all, this looks gorgeous. It looks like a brighter 2015, which to me is a very good thing. But let's talk about the HUD. The first thing you'll notice is the damage bar. This pretty much confirms the rumor that the car damage mechanic is returning to the series. I'm going to reserve my judgment on it until I play the game. We could have a lot of health or too little, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But right next to the damage bar is the new speedometer. I like it a lot. It looks so much more useful than the one from Payback. I nearly made a video where I ranted about the Payback speedometer and how the 2015 one was so much better in comparison, so I'm glad that they kept it nice and simple for this game. At the top of the screen, we can see a heat level indicator. I have no idea how the heat level system will work in the game, but at least we know that some kind of heat level system is going to be present in the game. And at the bottom, it tells you how many cops are chasing you, which is a nice touch. To round off this video, Ben also released a new Under the Hood article for Need for Speed Heat. There are 3 things in this article that I want to discuss. First is when the article describes the nighttime police. It says, quote, as the sun goes down, a rogue task force comes out to play. This task force, led by the ever-so-charming Lieutenant Mercer, will need no excuse to hunt you and your car down. Does that mean that if a cop just sees you slowly cruising the city at night, they're going to chase you completely unprovoked? I hope that's not what that means, but the quote-unquote no excuse part is a bit concerning. The second thing I want to talk about leads on from what I mentioned prior about there no longer being any RNG mechanics in the game, as the article states that, quote, what we can confirm is that customization options are earned through the completion of in-game events. For example, you spot a street race on your map and notice it has a new performance part up for grabs. Win the race, win the part. Speed cards from NFS Payback are gone. Yes, Good riddance. I'm so glad that the slot machine upgrade system is not going to return in this game. And finally, the article closed with this bit of info. Quote, fancy some gameplay? Be sure to keep an eye on the Gamescom opening night live, where you'll get your first look of Need for Speed Heat in action, including Cop's day-night event, the garage, customization, and our brand new handling model. It's very good to hear that we're getting a new handling model. While I don't believe that brake to drift is gone for good, hopefully this means that grip is a more viable strategy, because the past few games had this drift boost mechanic, where for some reason drifting around a corner is faster than, braking and taking the corner properly. But anyway, luckily, we don't need to wait long to see some gameplay of Need for Speed Heat, as it's been confirmed that a gameplay trailer will be shown at Gamescom in just over 3 days. In terms of when we'll get our hands on the game, it's been announced that Need for Speed Heat will be releasing worldwide on the 8th of November, but if you have Origin Access Premiere, you get to play it early on the 5th of November. Anyhow, that'll be all for this video. If you're a fan of classic Need for Speed games, I recommend you check out my series called 25 Years of Need for Speed, where I play each game in the Need for Speed series from 1994 to now. I'll soon be doing a gameplay trailer discussion video, so click subscribe if you want to see that as soon as I release this. I hope you're having a very good day. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.